Boom, boom. This is Ken, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a little bit of Soul Land reloaded up today, so let's go ahead and take a look at what we got going on, because we got a few new events. So no desktop events except for the same ones. Master Forge, just the time-limited Excel's resources and benefits games. These are the only ones open, so you can't gather any more of the materials, but you can use the materials. Now, the Forge is not like other events. You don't not have to use these materials right now. They will stay in your bag. Okay, so you don't have to worry about using the ice core. Because if you notice, we've only got 12 hours left. And if you look at your bag, it doesn't say expired. Okay, so because it says expired, it's because none of the stuff is expired. This stuff will stay in your bag until the next time that it comes up. Okay, so you don't have to worry about using it. So you can store it. And maybe wait until you get more so that you'll have more come next time. Okay, so but if you do want to spend it, you have to spend it today because it does disappear tomorrow. Amulet of Sacrifice, same thing. If you're doing the wood, okay, but it ends today as well too. So those two events will be going away. We'll have something popping up new on the desktop tomorrow. Today we've got an Awakening event and a Spirit Soul event. So this is really good. The Spirit Soul is really good, but these are expensive as always, but it's the best way to get it. Okay, so you can get 20 of the actual Sky Dream, and you can get 20 of the actual Yin Yang Bird. So I was able to take the Yin Yang up to a 2nd star, which was really nice. This one we're still working on that. We need 10 more for that. Should be able to get that the next event. They gave away 20 each event. We have 110 because they gave us. They're starting to give 10, as I mentioned before, 10 shards inside of the login rewards when they initially had this event, which was last week. So you can get it a little bit faster. Yeah, so that's up there. Chests as well too with all of your SS pluses. So this is just basically a chance to get shards for all your spirit souls, the ones you're working on, the ones you have, ones you're trying to get. It's a lot of diamonds, okay? They're not cheap, but it's the only way to get them. It's really weird because the spirit souls seem to be the really ones that are that expensive. The other ones aren't generally that bad, but the spirit souls, they do jack up the price on that a little bit when it comes around. So just be aware of that. I was up to 50. About 50, and as you can see, I'm already down to 30 just in the space of a couple of days. Also spent 10,000 on some experience inside of the actual battle pass because I did get another token. I need 3, but I want to get 6 because I want to have a skin for. I want to get a Ming skin. I'm going to get Hugh's skin first, but also want to get a Ming skin. So as soon as I get, as soon as I'll be able to get that, so I'm going to need 6. So this does end today as well. It's going to be resetting. So if you want to get it, get it. I got to 81. Okay, I got to 81 with the actual, just regular. Okay, didn't have to buy any experience at all. But then to get those last 10, you have to buy the XP, and it costs 8,400. So between 8,400 and then literally almost about 15,000. Diamonds just on spirit soul stuff. It took me back a little bit, so I'm down to 30. But build it up. That's why you build it up, is because it's going to get knocked down. So I'll be purchasing some more stuff as well. But so that's the spirit soul. So they've also got the Awakening standard format. Awakening, the chest. If you open up 80, it's a chance to get 30. This is really, you should definitely do this. If you don't have a lot of keys, you should be able, at least be able to get this 20, which is only opening up 100. So if you have 100 keys, you should be able to open this up, and that's going to get you 20 of the silver right here. Now, it's a choice, but I really don't need coins. I got, the coins are not a problem. Coins stop being a problem. I would say coins probably stop being a problem 6 to 7 months after you start playing. You'll probably find out you're not really needing much in terms of coins. Once you start getting up in the higher levels, it takes much longer to level up. Uh, when you're early levels, you don't need as much experience to level up. So sputs, you're always spending money to awaken the skills and level up the character. But once you get into the 70s and 80s, it starts to slow down. Thus, you have a lot more time to build up resources. And by the time you're at like 90 to 100, yeah, I mean, you just you build up tons of coins. You won't have to worry about it at all. Okay, so keep that in mind. So don't need to choose the coins, but if you're a newer player, you might need the coins. So pick which is more useful to you, but understand that to progress inside of the Soul Force trials, you will need to have 4 characters. It might be 5. I think they jacked to 5 energy. You will need 5 characters fully awakened, and I mean completely fully awakened. All 4 pieces of equipment, all fully awakened. Okay, so you will need Soul Force. So what you want to do is you want to focus on 4 characters. Okay, you can put it on other characters and then pull it off as needed, but you will need 4 or 5 characters fully awakened to progress through the Soul Force trial. So keep that in mind. That was one of the largest drawbacks to me when I first started out, was the fact that I had sort of spread my awakening out. So I had to pull back awakening materials from some of the other characters to focus on the 4 main characters. And now what I do is whenever I put a new character in the main, I just pull the awakening materials off of the other and put it on that character as well too. I'm going to do the same thing with Hugh, although I might not have to. I've been building up Soul Force materials on the expectation that I would be getting her, as I knew I was going to be getting Hugh a long time ago. So I began building up some of the Sunken Silver, and I've got 393. So that's going to be very close to how much you're going to need to fully max it out. The other thing you're going to need when you're awakening those characters, understand, is that you're also going to need the awakening points so that you can get the actual weapon, because you will need 6 copies of the weapon. Okay? 1 to awaken it once. I think it's the second time you awaken it. And then on like the 3rd awakening, you have to give 2. And then finally you have to give 3 to do the max awakening. So you will need to be able to purchase this weapon 3 times. And as you can see, I have enough to purchase used weapon 3 times already. So I will be set for that. So I'm already ready to go with that. And I should have enough of the awakening materials as well too. So I will be fully awakening her. I've got a few other awakening Deep Sea Sunken Silver stored away on some other the lower level characters that I can always pull off if I need a little bit more. So I'm probably going to have about 6 or 7 characters that are going to be fully maxed once I get Hugh. I'm holding off a lot on Hugh. I'm just I want to finish her, get her, since she is the most powerful character in the game. It's just global, don't confuse, as I've said before, don't confuse the global server with the Asian server. They're SP in over there, so they've got more powerful characters. But for global, Hugh's going to be the most powerful character in the game. When she's finished, the release will be probably sometime this week. It's going to be towards the end of the week. It's probably going to be the weekend before we actually see the event. It'll be the release of the new character. But in there, the time limited sale, will be able to get the final shards for Hugh. If you haven't already purchased some of the shards in the previous event, they had some shards of first for sale. You could have got her at that time. But I'm just saying, why spend money when you can wait an extra week and just get her for free? So that's where I'm at. So yeah, so I'm going to get her. We're going to max her out. I will do some videos on that. We'll have her fully maxed, fully awakened, ready to go. And then after that, I'm going to start working on bringing up Inming. He's going to be my second focal character. As he's my tank, I want to make sure that he's got, but I really haven't had any trouble with him. Been doing fine. Okay. And then after we finish up Inming, we'll start focusing on Evil Eye. Okay. And getting him up. But as I've said before, immediately after getting Hugh and maxing her out, we need to determine who we're going to bring up as our next character. Okay. I'm going to have 4 SSSs. I'm going to have 4 triple S characters by the time. I'm going to be getting rid of Sea God Tank Sand. He does a good bit of damage still, but The SS are just more powerful. So I want to see what the what they're going to be doing in terms of that. I might just go ahead and wait. I've got Ling Ling, and I've already got her partially worked on. I could probably bring her up some more. Uh, so I'll get her in there, maybe work her in. But my main focus is going to be getting Hugh taken care of, and getting that fourth character decided on. Then we're going to work on In Ming and Evil Eye. That'll be the four-man team until we make a decision about which SP characters we're going to go, because they've got all the main characters. Most of the Shrek Devils are going to be in SP format. Okay, I know we've got a Wu, and I know we got a Tang San. We've also got there's got a Phoenix in there as well too, Mahjong. So there's going to be some pretty interesting characters in the SP phase, and we will of course start looking into them. They will be releasing. I believe the next character is the last triple S character. Okay, and then we go to the SPs. So we'll have to see. As things go on, we'll make a determination at that time. So back to that, we do have two of them. So we've got a soul, spirit soul, and an awakening up. So just do it. You should have a bunch of awakening chests. I don't do anything on awakening chests until the event comes along. Okay, I'll go ahead and sort of. As you say, I've already spent 100, so I had like 561, 571 tickets. That's enough to max out the event, and I probably will just to get to 30. You can build these up rather quickly. It's not something that is utilized a lot. Also, I like the fact that each time I draw a tin pool, I'm going to get you automatically get a piece. Only when you do a tin pool. As I've said before, never, ever, 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 ever draw just one chest, except for the free one that you get on a daily basis. Never do just 1, 3, or 4. Don't. Wait until you get 10, because you're guaranteed to get a piece of the sunken silver. So I'm guaranteed to get 45 more pieces, because I'm 451. So it's just a waste to actually do that. Plus you get supplement, and you can synthesize those and combine the A pluses into to get S material, and then you can combine the S's to form SS's, triple S and whatnot. So but always make sure you're doing 10 pools on this to get the silver. I'll go ahead and do 10 more pools here. Maybe get lucky, get an S. Not a bunch of A's, but those you can combine those to make higher level ones. Nope, didn't get anything on this 10, but I'm going to be pulling another. I got an A plus there. They do reward you for an A plus there. Attack Ring, Waken, Magic Water. Okay, so and then you go to the thing, and then claim. In this course, I'm going to chain the S Awakening pack, because one of the things that I want to do is I want to actually be focusing on getting Hugh's ring and necklace up. So I've been storing Awakening items as well too. I've got this right here, 16 of them. These can be combined to form SS plus and triple S items so it's just a matter of working on them. Okay, I've got one down here. I've got a triple S right here, already ready to go. So it's just a slow process, because you don't get them very often. But if you do look at the events, every now and then you'll see an Awakening chest. I always try to pick it up when I see it. After I've gotten what I primarily like. In the Master Forge event, I was successful in achieving the main requirement that I wanted, which was to get my hands on 240. I can now make one full set of triple S Immortal Herbs, and I will be doing that. Okay, so I'm probably going to go ahead and stick it on Hewitt and just work on that. That'll be my primary focus. Okay, but they do have these offered inside the Master Forge. This is another reason why holding on to your the Spirit Core might be something to consider, because it doesn't go away, as I just said in the beginning of the video. You don't lose it, so you can keep it and hoard it until you find something you want. I did that. I've done that twice. I've not purchased anything except for maybe a small item inside of it, and then held on to spend big on the next one. It was during a festival when they had them, and I didn't like what they were offering, so I waited until the next Master Forge event came out, and I was able to utilize it on that stuff and get a lot of shards. So you don't have to, if you don't see anything in there that tickles your fancy, but triple S. Immortal herbs do tickle my fancy. They're a good BP source. When you get up this high, it's hard to really get BP out of the character. You're mostly going to get your big feet from divine tools and the spirit orbs. I've pretty much already maxed out most of the actual souls inside of the actual martial souls. So there's really not much BP from that anymore. Okay, because these are mostly maxed out. Now I'm just starting to enhance them, which is a long process. But once you start enhancing these up in here, you're getting to quite literally like 20,000 just for a 5 set of enhancements. So it's slow going because you don't get a whole lot of the soul power. Okay, so you got to keep that in mind as well too. But I'm working on it. It's a long-term process. Every time I get around 40 or 50, I'll go work. I focus on the red. I'm focusing on the mystic and the orange ones right now, the red ones and the orange ones, and then I'll start focusing on the purple once I've got it maxed out. But it's an ongoing process. But you do get a little bit of BP from it. But you get a lot of BP from immortal herbs, and those anytime they have an immortal herb event, you want to make sure you get everything inside of here. I purchase all of the items for immortal herbs right now. Everything I see when there's an immortal herb banner, I buy it. All the essences, all of the Cobra adjustments, all of the SS spirit essences, all that stuff, herb essence, purchase it all because it's a really good way to get BP out of your immortal herbs. And as I've said before, you want to get an triple S set with base, okay, just because they have higher base stats to begin with, and as you level them up, it's just more productive to get the higher level ones to start out with. You can take S herbs to SS plus herbs, but you can't take them any farther. So you need to, which is why they have chests for triple S herbs, because they're offering them in the chest, not allowing you to make them. Okay, so keep that in mind. That might change in the future, but for right now, it's not. All right, so that's up. So yeah, get everything you can in the awakening. They don't have awakening events very often anymore, guys. I'm sorry, but it used to be a common theme that you probably have one like once every 3 or 4. Once a month was pretty much a standard. But now they've just got so much stuff. Spirit souls, you got divine tools, hidden weapons, you got the characters, you got, so it's immortal herb events. So they don't have awakening events that often. It's pretty much out to about every 2 months now, maybe on a 3-month margin. So whenever it's up, you should take advantage of it. So make sure that you do everything that you can inside of the event for the next 3 days. It just popped up today to be open for another 2 days. So take advantage of it while you get it. Okay? Other than that, there's really not a whole lot going on inside of new stuff. But I was able to bring up the Yin Yang bird. I was hoping to. Been wanting to do that for quite some time. So I've now got him up. He's now fully starred. When you get him, the stars, it doesn't have a star. It's hollow. So it's sort of not starred. Plus, you can't utilize them in some facets of the game until you actually get the star. Okay, if the star is hollow, it's not considered usable in some facets of the game. Most of the facets you can use it, but in some facets you can't. But now that he's fully starred, I will be able to begin using them. They have to have, the qualification is a fully starred. So basically, once you get it, bringing it up, upgrading at 1 level, gets you fully starred, and you start activating more of the skills. He's so powerful right now because I've got him completely transferred. I've got all 12 tiers, okay, which makes him super powerful off the bat. Okay, the tiering is the transferring is the actual sort of like the awakening process. Even though it says this is awakening, could you use the awakening branch? But you get a lot of BP from this as well, and this affects just about everything, and it's a percentage. Look at that, 396%. That's not 390. That's point, and that's on both HP and attack, as well as on all defenses. 396%. So this is super, and this was super easy to do because it uses shards from SS characters that are maxed. So if you maxed out, and these were all maxed, okay, these were these were all maxed out. These were all fully starred up. Okay, so I just been gathering chests for them, and I really didn't have anything to do with the chests because they were already maxed out. They were already fully upgraded. So they were just sitting there, and I had like 500 chests. And then they came out with the triple S, and sure enough, you could use the transfer. So cash the shards in on any one of the characters maxed out, and you'll be able to transfer them. Now, if you don't have all these maxed out, you have to put it on. You have to have one that's maxed out, because if you put the shards against the character that's not maxed out, it goes towards the character. Okay, you have to wait until the character's fully upgraded to 5 stars before you can actually utilize them on something else. Or, if you only have the Emerald Jade maxed out, make sure you purchase shards for the Emerald Jade, because then you'll be able to use the shards on the Chaos Bird. If you don't have the Octile Grass maxed out, don't put them, and you want to use it on the Triple S, don't put it on the Octile, because it'll use the shards against her, and you'll have to upgrade her. They won't be, you won't even see them in the transfer portal here. You won't even see them. They won't even be visible. Only if it's only if you're getting shards for a previous upgraded, fully maxed out 5-star, then you can use it for transfer. So since they were all, I just had all these shards, and I threw all the shards I had into it and was able to fully max it out, which made it my most powerful spirit soul, and it didn't even have a store. So, but that's why it was so powerful. But so keep that in mind, that if you do get it, if you don't have an SS, triple S Spirit Bird, try to get one. There is 2 out right now, the Sky Dream, and this because you can use all of these excess shards that you have for the SSs. You can utilize them and really, power up a triple S with those shards. So don't forget to do that as well. So it's a good event. I'm glad they had it. It's expensive. I could guess that's probably spent about 15,000 in diamonds, and I'm going to be spending more over the coming days. Okay, before the event ends, I'll probably end up purchasing some more stuff inside of there. I'll purchase the enhancements so you can do devouring and level them up. It's an easy way to get it, and I always make sure that I have abundance of diamonds. If you keep your rankings up, you should be getting 4,000 or 5,000 diamonds a day automatically. Not to mention the free wins that they give away as well. Plus completing your quests and events and whatnot, you get diamonds from that as well. They have, there's just tons of ways to get diamonds, so it's not that difficult to keep them. But if you keep your rankings up, you should be getting, 4,000 or 5,000 each day, just when you claim your mail. Okay. Plus, if you're participating in the events like this, the event, I'm going to get how much am I going to get for the actual treasure speed race? We're going to get tomorrow. I'm going to get 3,300 diamonds just for our sec for participating in this. We came in second, silver. Divination won as always, and then lemonade was third. But see, so I'm going to get 33 chest keys, and I'm going to get Randler Immortal Chest. This opens a SS Plus shard. Okay, guaranteed to get a shard when you open this up. And I'm going to get 3,300 diamonds. So this is something that you want to join a sect and participate in. Okay, you don't have to be high powered. All the users get the reward. You don't have to be in the actual ship, because the ship only takes 10 players, but you don't have to be in the ship. You just as long as you fill up, put the people in your ship. It doesn't matter if you're in the ship, you still get the rewards everybody else does. Okay, so yeah, participating in events is just, get rewards. It's something definitely you want to consider. I do everything pretty much on a daily basis. If you got Woo programmed up, it should be pretty quick. Okay, so that's everything I got. Just want to let you know about the Awakening event, because they don't have them very often, and the Spirit Soul event. So definitely get in there and get all that stuff and level them up. All right, so thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you subscribe, you'll see a bell. Click on it, you get notified each time I drop a video. This is Ken York coming at you from the corner, signing out.